aka Who Wants to Journey 2021 hashtag. Welcome back to the series. So we're going to be doing his next adventure after losing to Cynthia. He asks Professor Rowan what he can do to get better at training, and he says to go explore the regions because it is a really good idea to do that. With this, he flies off on his Garchomp, removing the Megastones and crushing it, saying that this is the useless item. As he grabs a Life Orb and puts it on Garchomp, saying that it's a perfect one to help, as Garchomp can easily defeat any Pokemon. Running Earthquake, Dragon Claw, Flamethrower to get rid of those pesky grass types and ice types. And for his final move, he's got Dragon Rush, because it's an insanely powerful dragon move. Okay, it's Swords Dance, I lied. Instead of Flamethrower, he has Outrage. A full power Outrage. As he travels the region, he's also doing intense training for a month in each region. So, first region he goes to is Kanto, exploring and also challenging the leagues, and destroys all of them, except for the final part. And 5 years later, once he's traveled all around the Kanto region for 5 years, from the Kanto to Johto, Kanto to Hoenn, he's traveled through in a span of 5 years, as he's uncovered everything about the regions. The legendary Pokemon, all of that. His Pokemon are insanely powerful because of all the training he's done. He doesn't want to return. His next region is Unova. He catches a couple of Pokemon there, but he's not going to use some of them. The rest he sends to Professor Oak, since Rowan doesn't really want the Pokemon. Christian sends them to Oak because Oak is the only one who can actually do that. He sends the ones that really don't like battling. The next of his Pokemon he goes to the Kalos region, where he picks up one starter. He picks up a Greninja, who he kind of has a bond with. It's kind of weird. Infernape is not jealous at all, because he realizes this Greninja is pretty cool. It's a Froakie, remember. As they get along very well. Then after that, he challenged the Kalos League, losing to Diantha, though. Then he decides there is a ninja village, so he goes to train there, and here's the Bond Phenomenon legend in the ninja village. He trains there for about 2 years, making him 17 years old, and an insanely powerful trainer. He still couldn't unlock the form, sadly, so he heads to the Alola region to take a quick vacation. But he meets someone there. Oh yeah, Ash has already started his journey. Ash started his journey 2 years ago, so he's about in Sinnoh. He's just at the Pokemon League in Sinnoh. Christian would meet someone there. Now, I'm going to add some of my companions in there. My friends. I actually have friends in real life who actually play Pokemon. My good friend... Well, not so good friend, because I kind of blocked him on Fortnite. My friend, Justin. He doesn't have a channel, sadly, but I still want to do it. I met him in Alola. I'm going to say that I met him in Alola with him training his Incineroar after becoming champion. As he has an insanely powerful team, but he mainly uses Incineroar. Then, after that, they become companions as they go throughout the regions. Then the next region would be Galar. These two would travel, and they'd meet Christian would meet his second companion, Nathan. Doesn't have a channel as well, and Nathan barely plays Pokemon anymore. They meet him in Galar while he's doing the gym challenge, and sees a battle with him and Leon. And seeing Leon almost defeated, but Nathan does lose, sadly. As they pick up and talk to him. But then they all get along. Nathan's trying to perfect Snipe Shot on Inteleon. Now I know it's because I've battled Nathan a lot, and it's so much fun. We always do stupid stuff. And his Inteleon is named James Bond. It's fun. So with this, they would they'd all introduce themselves and tell them all their Pokemon. Justin, I don't know his entire Sun and Moon team, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about this, Justin, I don't know your team at all, but I'm just gonna say that you have an Incineroar, a Toucannon, freaking Umbreon, okay, no, because there's no legendaries allowed, a Como-O, and a couple of more. I don't know, I'm sorry, Justin, if you ever watch this, but you probably won't. Next, Nathan's team is pretty self-explanatory. I've battled him millions of times. His team, I'm pretty sure, is Inteleon, he also has an Eternatus, which he can't use. We're not going to question the rest of the team. I'll think of the team back again once I face him. Once I talk to him again. These three would be with none of them being on top and none of them being on the bottom. These three would basically just travel around the region. Okay, look, I lied. They're not 17. They're all 12-year-olds. I'm kidding. They're all about 13. As Chris would head out to his so they'd all participate in the World Coronation Series, as all of them having battle experience of gods. As then, oh yeah, Christian's rivals, let's name them out. His first rival. Well, actually, his companions are his rivals. Next, we have Ash Ketchum. His next rival is Ash Ketchum. He wants to meet Ash because of how good he did in the World Coronation Series and how he's the Alola League champion. He also wants to meet his next rival is Cynthia. Cynthia gave him such a great battle that they are now officially rivals. As it's just mostly a one-sided rivalry with Cynthia being on top, as he can never win the battle. But his team now is Greninja, Infernape, but Infernape really didn't want to battle that much. It was getting tired and hard to battle because of Infernape's sad. Infernape wasn't really having fun battling anymore. Christian decides, what if I send him to Professor Oak, and Professor Oak decides that he can, and I'm pretty sure there's tons of Pokemon to play with, and I only battle. As he decides, he returns him and says, alright, as he sends him it, and Infernape's pretty happy there, as Christian smiles with one small tear, as he wipes it off, saying, alright guys, let's get going. As they head off, as Christian decides he wants to battle Ash, he sends out his Greninja and his Garchomp, as Ash would only be able to send out his Pikachu and Riolu. Christian would say, pretty strong. As he says, now Greninja, Water Shuriken! He throws two, hitting Pikachu for a lot of damage, but then they transform into Christian's matches form over the time being with his friends, as he makes a form, Chris Greninja. Oh yeah, and Nathan's got a Dynamax band, and Justin has a Z-Ring. Oh yeah, he has also Dynamax and Inteleon, Nathan does, and Justin has Incendium Z. Christian, on the other hand, has Kristoshi Greninja. As Ash says, whoa! As it's a black Greninja, like a shiny Greninja, its tongue's red. It's got the marking on its face like no. It's basically just a shiny Ash Greninja, but the tongue's red instead of being that weird white color. As he goes, let's go! As he smiles with a humongous grin on his face. He can't hold back his grin. As he defeats Ash, and Ash is inspired to get his Greninja back. But he has to find him once he gets into Hyperclass. They'll have a giant battle. And that's it for now.